This is Prathamesh. I am here to demonstrate my Tableau work. Tableau is one of the finest software I have worked with for data extraction and data visualization and extracting the insights, useful insights for businesses and some recommendations. And today, I have worked as a part of my coursework, data mining and visualization. It's a coursework one, and I have worked on the dataset called Superstore dataset from 2019 to 2022. Here, as you can see my screen, that uh, I'm selecting this text file, this option. There are several options to import this data. As my dataset is a CSV file, so that's why I'm using the text file to import. And we can import via this. And once we import the dataset into the Tableau, it looks like somewhat this. So it's my dataset here loaded, clean Superstore dataset for assignment, and it should it's taking some time for loading. Uh, in this assignment, in this coursework, we have done uh, exploratory data analysis of two types. First is univariate analysis, and second is multivariate analysis. In univariate analysis, we used only one variable, and in variate analysis, we used more than one, means two, three variables uh, to visualize the things and to get the to insights and some kind of suggestions for the businesses from that visualizations. So let's start with the univariate analysis. So here is first is the profit distribution, profit analysis. Uh, Here, the count of profit is the number of rows basically is on along the y-axis, and on the x-axis we have the profit. And I have created the bin for profit to visualize very standardly. This plot is showing most of the transactions are giving very less profit. Okay, and which means that retail transaction most of the retail transactions are on the break even stage, no profit, no loss. So that was the initial plot. Moving on, we have a sales analysis, sales distribution. Basically, we have count of sales on the y-axis and sales sales prices on the x-axis. Along the x-axis, I have created a similar bean in the sales to visualize very clearly. And here we can say the similar. We can see the similar pattern. We can see a similar trend here. So most of the sales are under the around 400 to 500 US dollars. So we can say that more customers are purchasing very less costlier, and there are very rare cases in which the customers are purchasing costlier transactions, means doing the costlier transactions. We can see here one and two some outlier, we can say outliers as compared to this, and it is typically called as right skewed plot. So that was the overall about this plot. So moving forward, next univariate analysis is category wise analysis. We have three categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology. And we represented the sales done by all three. Clearly, we can say that technology is the highest sales maker, and there is not much difference between all three. But clearly, technology is leading the race. So here, the point is they should focus on the office supplies to increase its sales and all, so that the organizational profitability will increase. Next, we have segment-wise profit. We have three segments of the about the bars. So basically, it's a bar chart, and it is showing three segments, and it is a segment-wise profit maker segments. means which segment is making how much profit in that retail store. So here it is clearly showing that consumer segment is making more profit. It's around 46.83% to be precise, and home office is making the least profit among the three. So I think the suggestion will be for the retail store that focus on the home offices, give some offers, give some extra benefits to increase the sales and increase the profit in this. So next is quantity distribution. Yeah, next is quantity distribution. Here we can see that this plot, the aim of this plot is basically how much quantity one customer or one consumer is purchasing in one transaction. So basically, on an average, it's around two to four is uh, is the average quantity around in every transaction. We can see that along the y-axis there is a count of quantity, and along the x-axis it is a quantity. I have created a bin for quantity just of zero point 0.5 range. You can see here, just to classify, just to plot a proper bar charts along the x-axis. And this plot is overall showing that no customers are buying the things in a bulk, so the order size is less in terms of quantity. So moving forward, we have yearly orders and profit. We have four box plots here, one box plot per year. Here, the orange dots are showing the profit makers, and the blue dots are showing the loss making transactions. So here, along the y-axis we have a profit, and along the x-axis we have years. So here, this box plot is showing the number of transactions which occurred, which made the profit for the retail store. And here we can see that in 2021 there are two occasions where high profit and low, means very high loss is there. Except that all 3 years are kind of similar, but it is very clear that orange dots are very frequent, which means the whole organization, whole retail business it is profitable. So moving on, the next is my univariate analysis dashboard. Here you can see all my univariate in it at a glance. So next is, from here I will start the multivariate analysis. I will start from discount versus profit plot. Here on the along the y-axis we have a profit, and along the x-axis we have a discount, and I have plotted this plot. We can say that these points which are visible on the screen, these are the subcategories of of category of a product. These are subcategories, and we are understanding that which subcategory got how much discount, and due to that discount how it affects on its profitability. So here it is very clear that this is the zero line. Above this line all the profit is there, and up below this line there is loss. So it is very evident. So this subcategory, which is binders, it is having 36% of discount around, and it is making a good profit. So we can say that the discount and profit are directly proportional to each other in binders case. Some Still there are some subcategories which on which the superstore has to work, like supplies, tables. Table is one of the subcategory which has a good amount of discount, but still it's not profitable. So such kind of insights are very easily can be achieved by using this plot. Moving on, category versus profit. So it is very simple pie chart showing three categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology, and profit made by that categories. So it is very evident that technology is making most profit. So I think the retail business has to focus on more on the technological products to gain more profit. So next is state-wise profit. It is very self-explanatory map in which I have mentioned the profit made by each state, and it is given as a label. So I have added the profit into this label. So it is mentioned the profit on the each state. By this plot, we can say that California is most profit making state. At the same time, Texas is most loss making state. All the other are lies in between. So it is it's very self-explanatory in nature. So this is I think this is the magic of Tableau, which I like the most. So moving on, next is sales versus profit scatter plot. Here I have plotted all the customer data points on this plot, and this is middle line called as zero line. On the right side of this line, there is a profit making area, and this is the loss making area. So we can see that most of the transactions are happening on the break even phase. Break even means there is no profit, no loss situation for the retail organization. It doesn't matter how many customers are purchasing your products, but still you are not making much profit or much loss. There are only few instances where customers are contributing heavily towards the profit or heavily towards the loss, so which can be treated as outliers, but the trend is mostly the 70 to 80% customers are lying on the break even phase. So moving forward, we have a subcategory versus profit. We have a subcategory versus profit. Just a minute. We have a subcategory versus profit. Here we this is a bubble plot, filled bubble plot. By this we are showing which subcategory is more profitable and which is less profitable by the colors. So we have added the profit in the colors, and the subcategories in the sizes, and we have added the profit in the tooltip. So we can see the sales and profit in the tooltip whenever I hover my cursor over that bubble. So it is very clear that phones as a subcategory it is the most profitable subcategory with a 15.54%, and tables and bookcases are minimum profit makers, means loss makers, with a minus 6.19%. This helps, means at a glance we can conclude that which subcategory is making profit and which subcategory is has to be improved on the sales. So I think it is very useful. Moving on, monthly profit margin trends. Basically, it's a line graph. It has three lines, specifically furniture, office supplies, and technology. These are three categories, and we can see that office supplies line, which is yellow in color, it is the most fluctuating in nature, which clearly shows that in 2020, in 2021, and 2022, and also in the at the end of the year 2022, the most profit margins, the profit margin of the office supply is the most. And when it comes to technology, the profit margins are moderate level, not that much fluctuating, and there are not any seasonal fluctuation in the technology and furniture, because these both blue and red are almost along the x-axis if we smoothen that line much more. But the office supplies, it has too much seasonal fluctuations. So we can say that the and also the highest peaks belongs to this office supplies line chart.